Hey, welcome back to some more Kingdom Death. There's a lot of stuff set up. Why don't we go over one thing at a time, what we're doing. Gordon's resting over here on the far right. So we're taking him out, and I figured I'm gonna sub out Lena for this hunt. She hit 4 Twilight Sword, and we could probably use her for some more serious fighting. So we're not grinding her now. And I want to introduce Sheena. It's the person, the newest kid. So we have her added. And then we took out Fina. Gave her this model. Try not to lewd her too much. And we've got Nina, who I'm going to do stuff to. And gave her this Christmas model. It's just like, geez. Look at the throne she's sitting on. Of sorts, or whatever she has there. And the lovely Santa bag. Oh yeah, and heels in the Kingdom Death world. Those girls must really murder their feet walking on these stone faces in heels. Just something I noticed. Anyway. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna use one of our, I think we had 6. Because we already innovated. We got nightmare training. We're gonna use the second one to make the stone circle. 3 organs, 1 hide. Courtesy of the organ grinder at the bottom there. And we're just gonna do this to get it out of the way. Because we're gonna need the organ grinder location. We're gonna want it. I don't know about need it, but we're definitely gonna want it. Okay, with that taken care of, we're gonna turn the shimmering mane into 2 hides. And I'm gonna move these hides over here. And then I'm going to spend an endeavor to leather make. So we're going to make 3 leather out of these, this hide and these 2 mystery things as hides. So with this stuff here, 3 hide, 3 bone, and 3 leather, we're making 3 leather shields, which I actually didn't even take out. Gotta get ready for that Nemesis encounter coming up in a year. So I'll divvy these out in a minute. Make a cat eye circlet. We've gone a while without it. I would do a whole playthrough without it. You know, hotly contentious item here. Considered one of the best ever created. But we're making it. We're finishing our white lion skirt with another hide and a white fur. We have a full white lion armor set. Can't really benefit from it yet, as you'll see, but we're going to. And then we'll make a dried acanthus with their one fresh acanthus. So I think that does it for item crafting. And then the next thing I wanted to do, going to matchmaker. And depending on how this goes, I might do different stuff with Nina. But we're gonna do a matchmaker. And we're gonna match Marth with Maria, since they've been doing that. And we'll see how well this goes. It probably won't go well. But let's see if we can get a new kid added to the settlement. We have a 6 and a 6. Alright, we get a new kid. That'll be just a 6. Now I can use this book, you know? The only thing different, the triggered event. Only thing different in this intimacy chart is the savior thing, but I have that memorized now and written down, so we're also not likely to get a savior. Though I've done it before in my People of the Sun campaign with Survival of the Fittest. I have gotten a special kid, which was hilariously OP in that campaign. But ink stain free of the ink that stains the founders' faces. New kid, freshy. Alright. I don't have a name planned for this kid either, because I wasn't sure we were going to get one. But we're going to make him a boy, because we have quite a few girls. And off the top of my head, who have I not used yet? Have I used Sirius? I don't think I've used Sirius, so we're gonna do Sirius. Serious. I think I haven't used Serious yet. There's a lot of boys we haven't used. I'm actually running out of girl names as far as Fire Emblem 3 is concerned. You know, Book 1 and Book 2 of the original game. So, mate, either just start making up names that seem Fire Emblem-y or borrow from the Fire Emblem universe on a whole for the time being while we're in this campaign. I'm not always going to stick with Fire Emblem. I'm going to do like just various different games down the line. Anyway, we got a new kid. That's pretty sweet. 16 population. And with that, I'm going to spend 2 more endeavors to do shared experience. So Nina she'll talk to Lena, or Lena will talk to Nina, and share experience. And we're going to hit our age milestone. I'm going to get us spear proficiency, so we really need to start working on a spear master. Definitely going to want that ability later, probably. And let's roll 2 dice for the milestone. Alright, we got 7. I think that's not a fighting art, but that might be a fighting art. Okay, it is the minimum for a fighting art. So random fighting art added to her. She is a berserker. She will make a great protege. Now, I kind of don't want to take her because she's a hoarder, but she's got Matchmaker and Tinker already, which is why we're taking her. So we're going to have to deal with the hoarder, which is just 1 less resource. We're going to be grinding an antelope, though. Let me sort out these items here. Also, we need to fix everybody so that they are getting registered. I'm just going to pick them up and put them back down. We'll give a bell a shield. This is going to be dangerous, but we are taking a bell with us. We're going to intentionally grind out, reducing his insanity. If you know how the Screaming Antelope works, it will kill anyone who has over 20 insanity when the antelope dies. So we need to reduce that by at least 4 before we kill the antelope. Basically means he's going to be standing next to it all the time and taking that trap damage to the brain. There's like 2 brain damage per level. Alright, so those 2 have a shield. We're going to give the shield onto Nina. And we're going to give the cat eye circlet over to, I don't know, give it to him. We don't want him to gain more insanity, so we're going to take off the stone nose. We'll give the stone nose to Fina. I may start ditching. We're going to get rid of this founding stone, so we're not carrying that with us. Fresh acanthus can go on a bell, and the lion skirt, of course, is going to come here, which I need to modify this now. Search this stack with 3 cloth. One day we'll try to get rid of those if we can. Alright, we're gonna wanna move things so that they are in such a fashion that we benefit. This we may, oh yeah, right, like this. Then the lion skirt I can't form. So we have 2 attached red to this plus 1 movement, 1 attached red to this. We still are not doing roar, which is okay. And we now have the full armor set of the white lion. 1 to all hit locations. Our weapons are our claws, 1 speed, 2 strength for daggers and Katars, which is pretty good for all mid-game things. That's a huge power boost. So our main focus for this, we won't always be using counterweighted axe on the lion. I'm gonna move that probably to this guy. Or to this person here. Soon enough. What we want is 2 beast Katars. Going beast knuckle Katars. And right now we're going to be farming the crap out of this antelope, right? So it's weak to shields in a lot of locations. It has +2 luck for shields, which means Fina here is gonna be doing most of the work since we're giving her the luck charm. I don't think she has anything. Yeah, she's fresh. And Nina has all this stuff. So now she is a berserker and may frenzy herself. And she is tough. Alright. I have one more endeavor to spend first. This is what I didn't know what I really wanted to do. There's a lot of options we have. I can put Synchronized Strike onto someone else since I'm not taking Lena now. And I think I might do that. Synchronized Strike is pretty good. It'll give her an ability, and if she's Fist and Toothing, +1 accuracy and strength to hit. Not Fist and Tooth, shielding. +1 strength and accuracy on the shield will be a really good idea. So we're gonna do that. The other thing I was thinking of is just scrap scavenge, because we can start building up scrap now to get to the end game blacksmith and whatnot. But we've got time to do that. So we'll get Synchronized Strike on Fina. Alright. Let me set up the antelope and then we'll do departing stuff. So we're finally moving on to a new monster. I'll probably be back for the white lion later. Maybe if we're hunting level 3s or even a level 4. Just for the hell of it. Right, no nightmare training this time around. And we're hoping to get a bell. Ugh. A bell just needs 2 more wins, and I couldn't, I was going to nightmare train with him, but you have to spend 30 at first to try it, so couldn't really take the chance to do it this time around. But that's okay, he's almost there, he just needs to not die. Ideally, he will make it. But this is King Death Monster. He may get eaten by this fucking antelope. I'm gonna play it extremely safe to begin with to make sure we do not get crushed and devoured. And let me just think about everything that's here. Boulevard hide. I'm also trying to see if I can... Three spaces is good. I usually like to keep 4 spaces open, but I want her to get at least 1 insanity, just in case. The other thing I might do against this antelope is make sure Stomp and Snort is the last card, and then a bell can get hit by Stomp and Snort for a while. This is going to be a slow fight. Hopefully, we're going to actually be grinding it. Let's put these away. Fresh Acanthus. I have these organized now. Well, now, not anymore. I didn't even hit the shuffle button. Alright, it doesn't matter. I had them organized. I'll reorganize that later. Let's get these guys over here and we'll do our departing bonuses. So, just for departing, we get 2. Yes, we get 2 survival just because we're awesome. Fina gets 2 more for 2 rawhide things, so she'll cap out. This is on arrival. We have our luck token, we have our 1 evasion token, and we have +1 everywhere because of the shield. Fantastic shield. Alright, nothing else going on. A bell, he'll get 2 for departing, he'll get 2 for dried acanthus, and we've got the bone sickle. Definitely gonna herb gather. I'm gonna put the herb gathering on this space. And then I don't think we get anything else. No. No, we don't get anything else. Alright, 2 for Nina. +2 for the rawhide stuff. And that's all she gets for departing. Tiki will get 2 just because. We'll fix that. And then we have to keep in mind we've got the extra movement, which is good because she has one less movement now. We perfect hit stuff, we get the extra accuracy for pouncing. Right, I should probably... I don't think I could get the plus luck on her. I was just thinking, what if I was like pouncing constantly into the antelope? The antelope moves a lot. But I could pounce and get the extra accuracy and strength for the shield. I don't think it matters. We don't really want extra strength. We just want accuracy. And we want to only wound on high numbers, but this should be fine. I think she's all good to go. I need to remember she does have extra accuracy anyway. Alright, so we have departed. That's all packed. I'm just making sure everything else is pretty good here. Let's fight an antelope until it turns into a white lion. A vomit pile. Survivors find half-digested remains of their quarry's last meal. Everyone may scavenge, gain 1 courage, and roll on the table. Alright. Who's got consumable gear? Fina does not. Fina will scavenge. Let me do it like this, so I know. Belle will avoid scavenging, so I don't waste my acanthus. Nina will avoid scavenging, and then Tiki will scavenge. So we'll have 2 people scavenge. Alright, Tiki and Fina. Alright, a 6 and a 7. Nobody's getting sick. 6 and 7. Find something undigested and eat it. Gain 1 survival. Alright, no free screaming antelope resource. That's okay. Fina's at max. Everyone's at max survival. Need to up that survival limit now. Alright, pretty good hunt event. That was Fina. And we got a Belle doing a random. That is a 5. Let's see what's happening. Fleshy fields. Alright. Fleshy boils with thick black hair. Nasty shits on the ground. And there's moist heat being radiated. As we travel, everyone suffers heat exhaustion, losing 1 survival. The event revealer will roll 1d10. If any survivor has a sickle, they help clear a path by cutting back the thick black hair. Add +4 to your roll. Yes, we do have that. So we get +4 to our roll. Everyone lost a survival. Typical kingdom death taketh away things. Alright, that's a 6. 2 + 4. So it's hot and gross, but we passed through the fields, no complications. That's fantastic. That's 1 and 4. So no matter what, you get at least this. Oh man, 10+ is fantastic. Okay, random hunt event is done. As per usual, we're gonna do the monster event first, and then I'll do herb gathering after. Or whatever event's on top. We have carpet of ticks. Everyone must try to fend off the swarm, and 1d10 add your hunt experience. So we're looking for 6 pluses. Tina will have the hardest time with this. Everyone else should have no problem with this, for the most part. Alright. Venus succeeds 2 and whatever that is succeeds. 9 succeeds 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 6. Everyone has 6+. So they smash the ticks in a shower of gore. Alright, and we don't have to worry about losing survival or anything. We're not getting sick. This is kind of a disappointing hunt. I was hoping the antelope would run past overwhelming darkness or something. Anyway, we get our survival back with herb gathering, thankfully. And we will get a chance to do the herb gathering event. So that is triggered. Herb gathering. Everyone's going to make some rolls. I'm going to do the 4 dice again. I think 4 dice is pretty good odds. So this is for Fina. 8, 6, 7, 9. That's good. We have a 30. This is for... Tell you what, I'll just do 3 for now, because we don't really need to explore the swamp. If it happens, it happens. But we'll do 3 for a bell. So that's 18. We'll do 3 for Nina. That is 17, and we'll do 3 for Kiki. Alright, everyone's adding their scores. So we have a total of 80. I think we're exploring the swamp. Refine the path through the weeds. Any survivor with a sickle may explore the swamp or gain a fresh acanthus strange resource. The sickle is a bell. Alright, we have survival of the fittest. We have a survival. We are allowed to bend it. I could explore the swamp and try and eat the fruit. There's chances we die, but we also have survival of the fittest rerolls. I could get extra sense. We are insane. Definitely insane. Alright, let's explore the swamp. Why not? I don't want to put him at risk, but I'm going to put him at risk. So, Abel is going to explore the swamp. Maybe he'll get an achievement if he gets the fruit. What's happening here? You just roll 1d10. If you have an almanac, roll twice and select which result to keep. Yeah, they made the almanac so much more useful. When it comes to some random things I've noticed that coming up. Anyway, let's explore the swamp. That's an 8. You observe a small insect pollinating a flower. Gain 1 understanding, 1 fresh acanthus, and a random vermin resource. Okay, cool. So that's fine. He observed some pollination. I haven't added the notes in a while, because nothing super noteworthy has happened, but... we'll just do that. I get a little more world building for our campaign. I also haven't been tracking who killed the monster. I need to go over my past videos and keep tabs on that. But, so it's 1 understanding, fresh acanthus, and a vermin. We got a cyclopean fly. I guess that's pretty good. Not really the one we want. The only one we want, I never get the one I want. It's because I want it that I never get it. This card did not auto-clone. Okay. So, here's how we do this. We got one of these. This one works, and this one goes back. Delete that. Delete these. I'm gonna put both of these here. We only have one. These should clone. Alright, I may need to, like, import the strange resource deck. I don't know why things are acting up now, but I'll worry about the resource deck later. Actually, if I could figure out how to do it, I don't know how to do the scripting stuff, but I would just turn off the auto clone for these cards and take care of it myself. Scripting editor. Definitely won't mess with this now. Strange resources deck. Man, there's a lot of stuff that goes in here. I don't know how to like look at it. Do I hit this? I might not even be able to look at it. Alright, whatever. I'm not gonna mess with it. I don't want to break it. Worst case scenario, I just import in the other deck. So we got a fresh acanthus. We got our understanding. We have the Cyclops fly. And that was herb gathering. Okay. We meet up with the screaming antelope and we can have our first, for this campaign, showdown with something that's not a lion. That's fun. Alright. Suddenly epic Fire Emblem combat music. Okay, here's the thing about the Screaming Antelope, which we'll bring up. Showdown setup. 1.5 Antelope does have this bug spot. Acanthus, 1 bug spot, and then 2 random terrain cards. The script in this table does not... Like, we got lucky that this bug patch came out right now. It doesn't just automatically put that there. As you can see, there's a missing terrain. So I'm going to leave this card here, get a random terrain, and then this is what it really is. It's 2 random terrain and a bug patch. If you're using this table yourselves, you gotta keep in mind that in the antelope fight, the bug patch doesn't automatically come out 2 random, so you gotta fetch it. Rumor has it that this bug patch is getting nerfed out of this fight again because apparently the... Whoops, I don't want this stuff. Apparently the antelope is getting nerfed. It's too generous. I would agree, the antelope is too abusable. I'm hoping... I am hoping that they change the actual hit location cards so it's not as easy to crit farm. That would be my hope. But I don't know what they're going to change. Where's that bug patch? It's down here. We've got the 2 buggies and this buggy. Alright, so Screaming Antelope setup. We have to start on the left or the right. I'll just do a classic for this time around. Bug patch always has to be 4 spaces below. I think it's 1 further. 5 spaces below. Always right there. And then I'm just gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I think it's 4, yeah. Do a classic start. I just set up the plants like this. Normally. Give 1 for him to eat. And then I can extract some. Now, I would like to... We want to grind this, so if he gets a card to heal, we're going to move it. Toppled Pillar can just go over here. Be kind of out of the way. Go, Mega Man 0 music. 5, 6, and then the ore vein, we can start adjacent to the ore vein. Fantastic. Maybe because of ore veins, I should bring the pickaxe and just not do the event. Alright. We need to figure out what our game plan is, right? We want to She doesn't have anything to worry about, but she's gonna be farming. She's a main farmer. Fina's a main warrior. Belle wants to hit it once with Fist and Tooth. And Belle is our Cat-Eye Scryer. Nina wants to hit it once with the spear, and Tiki wants to hit it once with the axe. So, and before I get started, we'll do on arrival things. Put Tiki there, put Nina here, Belle here. Fina can get the ore vein for the beginning. Alright. On arrival, we have Red Fist for everybody. So we may want to expend that token on Fina as soon as possible. She gets 1 insanity, 1 survival, and she gets another survival for the harp. Belle gets it for the harp and gets rhythm chaser. And I think that is all he gets. Nina gets 1 survival for the harp. She gets nothing else. And then Tiki gets 1 for the harp and nothing else. Okay. So we're ready to start the showdown. We just need to... I got the tokens back, I didn't mention that, but we did that. So Screaming Antelope 6 and 8, he has Trample. Special ability, we get run over, we take damage. 7 and 3, just like the lion. 11 HPs. Alright, and the antelope goes first. Let's get the showdown started. It's gonna bite the closest survivor in field of view. The two-way tie between Nina and the Belle. So we'll just 4, 5, 6. Targets one of them, doesn't matter which, moves in a straight line towards us and sits there. Because it's not in range to actually bite us. Alright, let's start planning things out here. Nina. We're going to... We'll just go for the... Let's scry first. We're gonna have Nina scry the AI deck. Alright, Great Kick and Infested. I don't mind discarding both of these cards. So we'll put Great Kick on the top. Infested is really annoying to deal with, but it could actually be a good thing for grinding out crits. This could actually be a really good thing for grinding out crits. Alright, so that was Nina. Nina will move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll move up here. Alright, the next thing I will do, we'll just have Fina get this ore now. Get that out of the way. We roll a 7, that will be something shiny. Gain an iron, strange resource. Okay. Get an iron. He gets an iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put Fina over there. A Belle. We want to scry the hit locations. Like I said, this is going to be a slow, prodding fight. Alright, Clever Shield spot. So, chance to knock him down. This one I don't care about because you don't get a resource. These two you do get a resource. Alright, this one's face the attacker and full move forward in a straight line unless you crit. So we're going to want to get the crit. And this one he'll kick in the blind spot. I'll do these two first. Do it in this order. Alright, a bell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna move him adjacent to the antelope, and then I'm going to surge. Then the survival. We'll do our fist and tooth. Some fist and tooth and punching action. Oh yeah, I can't ambidextrous anymore. That's okay. 8 and 5, so we get 1 hit on the 8. Alright. Chance to wound a safe location. That's a 7. 7 and 3. Whoops. Didn't mean to warp. 7 and 3 is a wound, no crit. So, nothing special, but we already get our wound. We got rid of the bad location. We're gonna have our fist and tooth mastery increase, so that is good stuff. The ticks thing. I am gonna let the ticks thing happen. So Tiki 4, 5. We're gonna move Tiki. I think we'll just go to here. We'll do 5 spaces forward. And that will end our turn. Yeah, I want him to get ticks. Alright, next round we get our surge back. Monster goes, he is infested, he gains +1 toughness. And then discovering the ticks is gruesome. Roll 1d10 for everyone, we may take a brain damage. Because we're like, oh my god, it's infested. What a disgusting animal. I don't know how we can see that in the dark, but... Was it on the 6+? 6+, suffer 1 brain damage per monster level. Alright, going left or right, that'll be 1 brain damage for Fina. That'll be 1 brain damage for Belle, which is good. And these two don't suffer brain damage. So we need to be careful with... Make sure she doesn't die to brain trauma. Granted, we do have Accept Darkness. Okay, draw AI, and he has the persistent effect. Whenever a survivor ends their act adjacent to the monster, roll 1d10, and on a result of 1 or 2, they are infested with ticks and get -1 strength token. That's permanently over here, unless there's some way to get rid of the trait. Oh good, Stomp and Snort. Alright, everyone's in range! We can do that demonstration finally. I talked about this before. So the intended way for this card to work, according to Poots, is like so. We determine a random person. We got a 1, unfortunately, so that's Fina. I guess that makes sense. We're looking at Fina. And he's going to Stomp and Snort. Alright, he got a 4, 4+, so we will suffer 1 brain damage and be knocked down. That's a light injury on our brain for Fina. And then, in addition, so even if you rolled a 3 or under, if she was insane, she would be knocked back by 5. That last line of text is supposed to happen no matter what. This attack always knocks back insane people. That is the way it's supposed to be played, apparently. Which is, I remember we got that one event, and I was like, okay, what do I do with this event? Is this text part of the... It was number 7, I think. I still don't know if I played that correctly. No, it was 14, chance encounter. So, like... Because it says then, was the then part only if she has Hovel and she does that, or does she do that whether you have Hovel or not? Like, I wasn't sure. I played it as though she does that no matter what. which, you know, could be a mistake, could be intended. I'm not sure. Feel free to let me know if you know. And you have evidence to back it up and not just your interpretation. Okay, so he stomped and snorted. Our farmer is probably gonna need some... We'll be fine. Our farmer will be fine. Okay. Let's do Nina. Nina will encourage Nina. Let's roll to see if she gets that back with the rawhide. We do not. We go down one. We get this. Okay. Fina. We're gonna have Fina. And Scry. We want a Scry. Let's have Fina Scry. Another Stomp and Snort. So I only need one and a Gore. Get rid of Gore first. But Stomp and Snort is an okay card. Alright, fantastic. Now I'm just thinking, the Bell got his hit in, so he's good to go. We'll have a Bell. This thing is gonna turn to face someone and run towards them. Nina and Tiki. They can both dodge that effect. Let's have Tiki go. Tiki's gonna move here. We're gonna attack with the axe. Alright, 4 and 1, so we miss with the axe. Now we're gonna have Nina go and do the same thing. Attack with the spear. That's a 7 and an 8. That'll be 2 hits with the King's Spear. The Restless Shank, we'll do the shank first and then we'll do the chest. Can we get some nat crits here? Nope. We do get a wound. So anyone in the blind spot currently, which is nobody, would be kicked. Brutally kicked. Alright, second location. 3 and 3 is 6 and 3 is 9, which does hit the toughness value, so we will wound again and then gain our thing, and with that wound the antelope will face the attacker. So the fastest way for it to face Nina is this way. Turn to the right one she's in facing and then run forward. So we avoid his charge. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Now we need to see if he'll heal. Hopefully. So what I'm gonna do is surge with Nina. We keep our survival, and I will scry the AI deck with Nina. So we have back kick and chow down. Alright, we can let this thing heal. So we're gonna let this thing heal. This way we can get our experience and farm more stuff. I probably won't go for acanthus plants at the moment. So no fresh acanthus for me. Well, we got one. That's fine. Okay, everyone went except a Bell. A Bell is going to Cat Eye Circlet. Actually, because I have the sickle, I could get one more fresh acanthus at least. 2, 3, 4. I'll get one more. We'll go for one more. I get 2 dice instead of 1 dice. Alright, that's an 8+, so we will get 1 fresh acanthus. which didn't copy. But yeah, like I said, I'll fix the deck later. Okay, that'll end our turn. So next round, monster. Chow down. He will full move to the closest acanthus plant and then eat it and heal 1d5 or 5. So he'll full move straight to here, end on top of it, eat one of the two. Which I guess the advantage, like the advantage one to eat would be this one, because it makes me move to get the other one if I wanted it. I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, what would Kingdom Death do? You know? I'm sure it doesn't matter. But we'll do that. Heal 1d5, hopefully he rolls high. Hells yeah, he heals 4 HP. So when you heal, yeah, you put them to the bottom of the AI deck without looking at them. Alright, and then Chow Down goes on top of the monster deck. So he'll just run forward next time he does that. Which is what we want, so he can heal again. This is how you farm an antelope. Okay. Next turn, he's gonna 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. He's gonna be in these 4 squares. We'll have Fina go first. Fina will try to get a bug. Attempt to bug. You got a 3. That is not a bug. The insects scatter, leaving their meal behind. Gain 1 random basic resource. Would have much preferred the bug, but I'll take what I can take. Found some monster organ on the ground. Alright. That was Fina. A bell will scry the hit location deck. The 1, a 2, a 3. Alright. So we're farming with Fina normally. Since she has the extra luck. This is a luck location. This one's a good one to crit, too. First strike location, if you are insane, you cancel your hit, otherwise you suffer brain damage. We do not want Fina to hit this, though. And then this one, your weapon gets stuck and you get knocked back 5. Hold on a second, my eye is like starting to tear up a tad for no reason. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a wet paper towel for my eye and that'll calm it down. This happens to me if you hang out on my channel when I'm streaming. It's just one of those things. I prefer this to any serious disease. You know? I think it's a worthwhile bad occurrence to have. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, sometimes my eyes just start to tear up and they like burn a little bit, but get a wet paper towel and it stops immediately. Nobody knows why this happens, but like I said, it's more like a minor nuisance that I have to deal with occasionally. I definitely don't mind this over anything more serious. Keep telling my body, okay, we stick with this stupid nuisance in favor of anything worse. As I was. We've got the Restless Eye. We'll put the Restless Eye up first. And we'll put this up second. I may be able to hit the guy. Alright, so that's a bell. A bell scried. We're gonna move a bell 2, 3, 4 over here. Next up. Who needs it? Tiki needs it. We'll have Tiki go. Alright, we can't get it though. Let's have Nina go. We'll have Nina go then. So undo Tiki. Nina will attack with the spear. Wait, is Nina insane? Never mind, she's not doing that. Nix. I just wanted to cancel the attack with an insane person. A bell would have had to be the one to do that. I can move Nina back. Nina didn't go. That didn't happen. We'll do Tiki. I'll just surge. We'll just surge. The Tiki will attack with the axe. If I get the 10, that would not be good. Okay, now we will surge. And then we will try again. This. Alright, 8 and 7. 2 hits. We draw these. First strike happens. We are insane. So we back off because the big restless eye is looking at us. And it, I guess, deters us. Or whatever. So we cancel our attack. Those are gone. We'll end our turn. Alright, Screaming Antelope. Chow down. Oh yeah, I need to move this card. That's the only way to discard Chow down. Otherwise, he's gonna full move to the closest Acanthus plant and then consume it. And heal 1d5. He has nothing to heal, so I won't roll for that, but we need to see if he has 2 heals, and I could bounce around this. Give me that. Give me that card back. Okay, we get our stuff back here. Fina. We'll move Fina first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have her scry the AI deck. Back kick and run down. Both of these are. Oh, wait, no. Run down is not there. Back kick and chow down. Chow down would have gone back on top. Okay. We'll put back kick on top. I'll probably end up killing both of those. Tiki will try again. We'll attack with the counterweighted axe. Rolled a 6. The 6 does hit. So we've got this location. Roll the wound. You get the 7 according to tabletop. So we listen to tabletop to break the crack ties, and that will be a wound. Which is good. We got another wound in. Tiki will move over 1. He's gonna be having some difficulties here. And Tiki gets her axe proficiency. Okay, we have proficiency on everybody. The rest of this is just Fina's grind fest. But we need to be careful with her brain thing. We also need to cause 3 more brain damage to a bell. Speaking of which, let's have a bell go. We'll take a look at this deck here. Alright, giant tongue. The grasping tiny hands. Which should be okay, and then this reflex is a basic action on everybody, not a big deal. So we'll do it in this order. And I'll have a bell. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't want it to be too far away. Nina. We'll activate Nina and have her scry the hit location deck. We can put rundown on top. Alright, I need to figure out how this card's intended to work. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll stand on the acanthus plant. Does anyone want to do anything else? I don't think so. Tiki's gonna be the... Who was the target of this? Let me look. Knockdown is no one the closest target. Tiki will be the closest. That's fine. We'll end our turn. Go to the next round. Alright, so Antelope. Antelope will run down. Full move in the direction it's facing. Turn to face the closest. So yeah, he's over here. Turn to face the closest. Will be this way. Pick target. Knockdown is nobody. Closest survivor in range 12. Alright. I believe the way this works, closest survivor in range 12. The target is either Tiki or Belle. He would probably go after a Belle, since a Belle is the lowest armored, lowest evasion. Well, she's got lower evasion, but a lot more armor. So I think it'll go after a Belle. So move twice and attack the target. I think the intent of this card is for it to like run you over and then knock you down and attack you, right? Let me see if that's covered in this glossary. This attack is pretty unique. I want to play it correctly. I remember last time we did Kingdom Death Monster, I did not play this monster correctly very well. Which we talked about at length why that was. I was playing the cards as written, like Diabolical is written in a poor way where it doesn't really affect you, but it's been fixed, I believe. Move twice. It says full move towards the target, perform the following attack profile. I also don't know if move twice is just for, you know, covering that 12 distance so it gets to really far away people, as opposed to running them over. This isn't the full monster page. This is just monster. Where's the rules? That should have been the full monster page. Maybe it's showdown phase. Ugh. Sometimes you wish this shit went more into detail. Monster movement. Yes, we know about that. Forward, back, away, toward. Let's look at the keyword here. It's move twice and attack. Doesn't say forward, back, or toward. Move twice. Also doesn't say the full move. It just says move twice. Dun 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 dun. Oh, how do I interpret this? Could look it up. Let me see if I can find it. What is it called? It's called Rundown. We'll see if there's other interpretations. Screaming Antelope. Alright, here's a question about Rundown. Someone says the person's question is about if you crit that location where he gets knocked down after the start of every movement, you know, do you roll twice for this card? And then someone says if it's adjacent to you after the first movement, then you don't roll a second time because it cancels it moving again. Which suggests that what's going to happen is the move twice is just to get within range of 12. Based on the movement. So right now, it seems like this is how this card works, right? It goes here. It moved once, it's adjacent to us, it doesn't need to move twice. So it's going to attack the target. Even if it did move again, like technically it's moving, it doesn't need to move anywhere because it's adjacent to us. And that's how the targeting rules work. Or that's how the movement rules work. Let me keep yeah, move monster towards its target up to its current movement or until adjacent. Turn to face them and attack using the action's attack profile. If it's already adjacent, it will turn to face them and attack without moving. Ugh. So we're gonna play it like this, that it doesn't run us down. Let me just keep reading some extra comments. Dun 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 dun. Oh, I'm getting distracted. And the one nice thing about Red is all the painted miniatures. Some really good looking ones for Kingdom Death Monster. Okay, anyway, we're gonna play it this way. So it moves twice. Even though it's staying adjacent, it's still moving, and it's not like running us over. So we're not knocked down. Attack goes once. It's on a 2. That is a 2, so it will miss. And that's the end of that. This is how I usually play it. I just want to like run through the motions and double check, you know? And see if I could come up with a different interpretation. Alright, this is how we'll run it. Let me know how you guys run the move twice. I think that's accurate, just based on rulebook. So I won't worry about too much. Moving on, it is our turn. This is when we end our turn, right? Yeah. Alright, let's I already forget everything he has coming up next. So why don't we use a bell to scry this? Oh yes, the tiny hands, the tiny... Okay. That's fine. I needed a reminder. 1, 2, 3. We'll go over there. Fina! 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get in the blind spot. And we will roll for the round leather shield. It is 1 dice that hits on 8, 7 in this case. And has 1 strength. So let's do it. We got a 7, so we do get the hit. On the restless tiny hands, can we cause a wound? We actually do cause a wound, and that's a critical wound, because we crit on 9s, so... Gain a screaming antelope resource, and then twitching tiny fingers rain down. All adjacent survivors gain +1 insanity. So that's just her. That's good. Screaming antelope resource. Also good. Got some beefsteak out of his hands somehow. And we caused a wound. I just got rid of his heal card, I realized. I should have scribed for that first. Okay, and then on a 1 or 2 we get infested. So we're not infested. That is fine. Let's have Fina surge. I will not gain my survival back, so we'll use it and we'll roll with the shield again. This time we have a perfect hit, that doesn't matter for me. So, giant tongue, -2 toughness to wound. You get a 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. So we do cause a wound. And blood and spittle erupt from the screaming antelope's wounded under maw. If the wound result was even, we take a brain damage. If it was odd, we gain 1 insanity. We're gonna gain 1 insanity, which is, again, is good for her. Okay, so that was 2 wounds. Let's have Nina go. And Nina will scry the AI deck. Alright, Stomp and Snort. We do want... That'll be the 3rd Stomp and Snort card, right? Oh no, he healed. Right, okay, so he won't be healing anymore. We'll put Stomp and Snort on top. Let's have Nina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're actually moved further away, and Tiki will also... move further away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This way, there's a chance a bell gets hit here. Ideally. Alright, need to make sure a Stomp and Snort is the last card left so a bell doesn't die at the end of this fight. Or he needs to get hit by a trap card. One of those things need to happen. Alright. Next round, flip that over. So, Stomp and Snort, random survivor, in range, 50-50, we'll do evens, odds, left to right, so Fina's evens. It is odds, he will Stomp and Snort a bell. A bell is in facing. Hey, he failed to Stomp and Snort a bell though, so no brain damage, not knocked down. But we are insane, so we do suffer knockback 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're even, so... I think it would be more advantageous for the monster if I go to full 5. So we'll go left instead of towards the wall, which is only 4. Alright. 2 Stomp and Snorts are in here. It's our turn. Let's do Fina. Let's have Fina use the actually, before we do Fina, we'll do a bell. Yeah, Spasm was next. Okay, we can go for this location, try and daze the line, or the line, antelope. Probably just keep pushing Spasm behind for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I guess a bell can farm those if there's no more healing card. We'll have Fina go. Little shield bash. Leather shield to face. We do get a hit with the 7 in the blind spot. We have +2 luck, plus our natural luck, so we crit on a 7. Alright, we do not crit and we do not wound. It's 4 and 2 is only 6. So no wound, no crit, nothing bad. I will surge again. That's a good roll. I do not keep my survival, and we will shield bash once more. Alright, only a 4, so no hit. I guess Fina can actually move back 1. This way we don't end our act next to him. These can all be farmed by a bell, so these 2 can... Let's have Nina go and scry this. Gore and Great Kick. Definitely don't want Great Kick, so... Random Survivor in range. Move and attack. It just bashes. Not that bad. We'll leave that alone. We'll just stay up here, end their turn. Alright, so, Gore. Full move the way he's facing, turn to face the closest survivor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means he's gonna Gore. Gonna face down, face a Bell, who's the closest, and then Gore a Bell. So he's over here. The antelope has, the model has like right under this leg that's up top. Like in a straight line to the leg. He's got like a weird hitbox. One day I hope they redo this model and fix the collision detection on it, because it's like all kinds of messed up. Anyway. It's been messed up since forever. 1 speed, hits on a 2, does 1 damage, not a big deal. So that is a hit against the Bell. I'm not gonna dodge this. That is a hit to the waist. Maybe I should dodge it because it bashes. Hey, I'll dodge it. I won't dodge it. Let's take 1 to the waist. And get knocked down. We'll just pick him up with Nina. Alright, our move. We'll have Nina. Well, she doesn't have to activate to do this. We'll just have her encourage. Okay, loses the survival, but we get our boy up a Bell. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna have a Bell stand in the middle here. We'll get this acanthus plant below us. Alright, that is a 4 and a 1, so 5. Find something tasty and consume it. We get our survival back, and we eat this. Low rolls, Bell, low rolls. You know what? I'm gonna surge with the Bell, why not? We'll get the other acanthus plant with the surge action. Get the one on the right. So 4 and 5, that'll be a fresh acanthus with a 9. Fresh acanthus, stunning treat for life. That one actually did copy. But lots of fresh acanthus. Okay, Fina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna put Fina in front. And she's gonna block. So, I guess as a reminder that I'm blocking, I'll put that token on there. That's the wrong character. We're gonna block. These two will... We know Great Kick is happening right now. Let me look at the block rule real quick. I think the way you have to do it is surge. Like, you have to get hit, expend the block, and then you can surge and block again. But you can't stack it beforehand. Block. Ignore X hits the next time you are attacked. Lasts until your next act. A survivor may not use block more than once per attack. Right, so if we surge and do a separate attack, we can block again. Boom, 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 boom. But I remember if you do block one and then you do block one again, it's just like with the bleeding. Like if you get hit by bleed 1 and bleed 2, you only take the highest one, which is bleed 2. You don't like add or stack or anything. So until we expend this block, we can't block again, I don't think. And there's no opportunity to surge and block as you're getting hit, I don't think. Gotta look at the survival opportunities. We continue to make this game more and more complex. During flows on the AI cards between actions on the survivor's turn before performing reactions. After critical wound effects or when a monster is knocked down. Yeah, okay. Anyway. We're about to eat a great kick. Gonna end our turn and eat a great kick. To the face. No one's in the blind spot. Oh, we're actually not eating it. Furthest threat in field of view in range. That's gonna be a bell who's gonna eat it. And I already surged with a bell. Alright, well, let's hope he can take this just fine. So, a bell. I believe the antelope will turn around to face the back. And then 4 dice hits on 2s. We got a 4, 9, 8, 10. That's definitely hitting. He dodges on 4s, so that is 4 hits to a bell. That's 2 damage apiece. It's gonna hurt. Alright, body, hands, and foot. Let's resolve this one at a time. Take the legs, take the arms, take one body, dodge the other body. No problems. This is back and this is back. Alright, because it's a new round. So actually, during this flow, I will... You know, we'll just take it this time. I would surge during the flow and block with the shield. That would soak up one of these, but I won't do it now. But we'll just take that. We're okay. Everything's fine. No, Monty Python quotes and all. Hold on a second. Eyes acting up again. Okay. He'll live. Hopefully. I need to get him further away from this monster then. So no crush and devour to worry about. We do want to mill Great Kick if possible. possible. And it is our turn. Let's have a bell go. I'm going to have him take this last acanthus plant with us as well. That's a fresh acanthus. Easy fresh acanthus farming. And that is actually the last one we could possibly get, too. For this one hunt. We got all 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna move over here. I will chill. We'll chill. Nina. We'll have her go later. I think there's still one more good hit location. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be the bad one. We'll attack with the shield. Bad is in the spasm, not a big deal. Did you get a hit? No, there was one more. Okay. This one is just gonna knock him away if we wound. That's a critical wound! Gain a Screaming Antelope resource. Gotta love getting a good crit on a Screaming Antelope. We got some bladder. Some bladder action. And we got rid of a card. So let's have Nina scry here. Bite, stomp, and snort. Okay, we do let him stomp and snort. And a bell is in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So hopefully he goes after a bell. It'll be the same deal as last time. The other 2 can stay put. Well, let's go to the next round. Screaming Antelope will stomp and snort. Evens odd, same as before. This is evens this time, so Fina is the target. Unfortunately. And turn to face her. Intimidate. She is intimidated. She is not insane. Just takes the brain damage, gets knocked down. Alright, our move. We're gonna have a bell scry the hit locations deck. Okay, 2 failure spots. And the zone of death spot. So we're gonna may as well go for the crits. I'll put this one behind. We'll do this. Do it in this order. Let's have Tiki activate. Hold up, we got our stuff back. Tiki's gonna activate. We're gonna encourage with Nina though. Pick up Fina. Okay, so we lose. Like turn this guy to the side so his foot collision box doesn't collide. Lose a survival, we're down to 1. And Tiki. 2, 3, 4, 5. She's actually not in range to do what I want her to do. 1, 2. We'll bring her up 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What if Fina do a shield bash? 8. That is a hit on the Restless Hoof, and that is a nat crit again. We're getting a Screaming Antelope resource. We're actually doing pretty good here. Fina is the chosen one for farming. And he has a destroyed hoof now, which is good. That will affect the other card if it's still in the deck. We'll have Nina go. Yeah, destroyed hoof. His limb goes out, he's just gonna be knocked down. I'll definitely let that occur. Very nice. And then Fina ends her act next to him, so infested happens. Rolled an 8, no problem. No ticks on us. I guess I'll leave Nina where she is. We'll actually move her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move her over here. And then we'll end the round. The Screaming Antelope will draw, and Destroyed Hoof will activate, so it gets knocked down. Oh boy. Okay, I unlocked the board there. Surprised it didn't move in a weird way. I think there's a way to... Hold on. Yes, there's a way to, like... I didn't mean to do that. There's a way to turn it sideways. It's awkward, though. This is not intuitive at all. Good enough. It's in these 4 spots. So these are open. An awkward antelope. Let's, we'll have Fina go. And she can shield bash again. So we hit on a 3 this time. This is a hit. And we can roll a crit. Maybe that's a critical win. Thanks to our luck. Yeah, we're doing amazing. Monster gains a -1 speed token. Archive this card. So this is gone. Let's put it up there. And then I can move away 1 spot. Alright, a bell will activate, will scry the hit locations deck. Where the fuck is this trap card, man? Super dense. You know what, this one I can save for last. These two, leave these 2 up since the reactions are not reacting. Oh, I can't get careless actually. We have to do 1 wound at a time. I shouldn't have moved her back. I made a mistake. We have to be really careful with our approach here. Alright, I'm gonna move Tiki. We'll just take our sweet old time. Move Tiki there. Nina will scry so we can see Rundown is next. This is the move twice and attack the closest survivor in range, which means he's gonna run up here and target one of them. That is fine by me. Let's end our turn. I have to make sure that the last card this stinking antelope has is Stomping Fort so that the bell doesn't die. Because we need to take a little bit of brain damage. Just a little bit of brain damage. Alright, I'm gonna end. We'll end. The antelope gets back up. Scrambles to his legs. And draws his AI. Run down. He does not have a crushed spine. So, full move. The way he's facing. Up here. And then move twice. What is it? Turn to face the nearest. He's already facing the nearest survivors, so that doesn't matter. And then no one's knocked down. Closest in range 12 would be Tiki. So he's just gonna go after Tiki. -1 speed, but you have to have a minimum of 1, so it's 1 dice hits on whatever it hits on. That will hit. Yeah, we only have 1 evasion on Tiki. That's 1 damage to the waist and no trigger effect. 1 damage to the waist. Okay. I can't wound it this turn. So all we're gonna do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fina will come up. We can't scry this deck because it's empty. We'll block. Everyone's gonna activate block. I'm not gonna mark it. I'm just gonna know for this round. She'll block. A bell will block. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She can't block, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She'll block. So these 3 block. We'll end their turn. I don't want to mill, stomp, and snort. Speaking of which, stomp and snort. Alright. Random survivor in range. That's everybody. So, random person. That's a reroll. 1. That's Fina. Turn to face Fina. Roll to intimidate. It does not intimidate. She's not insane. Nothing happened. Okay. I can get rid of the next 2 cards. So let's just have Tiki go. And Tiki will get over here. We'll attack. Alright, 8 and 9. Good hits. So the spasm reflex doesn't matter. No one's in that zone. And the giant mouth reflex. Do that second. Please don't. I may use my survival for this reroll. She eats the axe. Alright, that's a 3. 3 and 3 and 3 is 9, which is enough to wound. So we wound on 3s. Ferocious spasm happens, but there's no targets in the zone. And then... second location... okay, it's not eating my weapon. So don't have to worry about this. 6 and 3 and 3. That's another win. Okay, good. Now we need to get I didn't grind as much stuff as I wanted, but we did pretty good on the crits. And we got like it's like we killed the baby lion. 4 extra. I still have a chance to get 2 more. So that was Tiki. Nina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just move her away. Fina. 1, 2. She's out of range. And now we chill. A bell can actually scry this. Still no fucking trap card, man. Put this on top. And then I guess leave the super dense on top. Okay, next round. Stomp and snort. Random survivor in range. We'll do evens odds. The bell is left or right, so bell will be evens. We have odds, so we're gonna stomp and snort Tiki. Let's stomp and snort. There's a 3, so it fails, but Tiki is insane, so she will be knocked back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again this way, because it gets her the furthest from the monster. I think that would be better than putting her here. Although in this case it does help me out because we want her out of range of stomp and snort. So our turn, we're just gonna move Tiki away. And then Abel's the only target. So we're just gonna keep on skipping until Abel is in safe sanity range. So stomp and snort. Abel's the only one in range. Roll the stomp and snort. That does succeed, so we will be knocked down. We will take a brain damage. We do get knocked back 5, so 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna need to... what happens if no one's in range? It'll graze. Okay. Right. I need to get Abel to like stand over here so the pillar... yeah, I need to get him next, like right here, ideally. I probably can't. I should have thought about that earlier. Alright, let's think. What are we doing? We're going to... We'll have Fina encourage. Alright, she keeps her survival. So Belle's back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Belle just needs to like dodge the stomp and snort, or we encourage him every single turn. Next round, stomp and snort. Targets a Belle. It succeeds. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, whether or not he gets hit, this is what's gonna be happening. The silliest way to save my sanity, but I couldn't find the trap card at all, man. Couldn't find it. Alright, Fina, encourage. Keep my thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? I can start. I don't know. I don't think I'll make it. Anyway. Antelopes go. Stomp and snort. Okay, the antelope failed, but we still get 4, 5, knockback 5. So on an air move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just come back up. Stomp and snort. It's silly. Okay. 1, 2, 4, 5. We need that to happen. Oh no, we're good. Alright, we're at 19. So we don't have to do the shenanigans anymore. As long as he doesn't gain insanity somehow, maybe. Here's what I'll do. Fina will pick him up. This thing doesn't have a death blow location, right? So we encourage, we lose that survival. A Belle will activate and scry. I just want to double check that not like if I crit. Which I should go for this first, because it gives me a resource. If I crit, it doesn't give like everybody insanity. Okay. We shall do it in that order instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll move Fina up. I'll move a Belle up too, before I ended his turn. This way, on the next round, if he gets another brain damage, that's fine. So stomp and snort, we have to choose the target. Evens odds. It is even, so it's going to be Fina, unfortunately. And she is knocked down and taking a brain damage. We're going to need to pick her up. Okay, well on the bright side, this is the opportunity. We'll have a Belle move right here, now he gets knocked back into his pillar. Oh right, this would be the same thing as the board edge. He would get knocked away. I would have to like be adjacent to this thing. Should I just punch it? Could actually use the bone sword. Nah, let's try to farm it still. I'm just gonna have Tiki use a survival to encourage. Also, this is back. Pick up Fina. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go over here, we'll use our shield. Actually, I don't need to use the shield for this. We'll use Fist and Tooth for this attempt. Okay, we have one hit with Fist and Tooth, so Fist and Tooth is deadly. Now I crit on an 8. Alright, no crit. 7 and 2 is a wound. We do hit 9, so Stomp and Snort is gone. No crit. And we'll roll for ticks. We do get ticks. Get a -1 strength token, not a big deal. Not a big deal. I may as well just try and kill this thing. Let's surge with Hina. Alright, so we lost our last survival on her. And let's see if we can't fist and tooth. We have no hits, alright. Basic action of the Screaming Antelope. Closest knockdown survivor is nobody, no target, he'll graze. There's no acanthus plants for him to eat, so he'll full move forward in a straight line. Oh yeah, right, if you really want to grind this guy hardcore, you don't need the healing card. You just need to wound him down to his last action. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's okay. We'll go for a more try-hardy attempt in the future. For the time being, I think Nina can get the glory. We'll just do a King's Spear on the edge. I did say I don't want to farm too hard. We're definitely farming a little bit here. 8 and 6 is 2 hits. Alright. I'll just do it in this order. It doesn't matter. And we get a wound. 5 and 3 and 3. So, GG. That is a Screaming Antelope. Easily handled. Really not a difficult monster. At least not level 1. Trait back. The AI back. Okay. Put him in the middle, put this away, get our dudes off of here. We get the usual rewards for him, for basic, for Screaming Antelope, 100 XP each. So that's all good. Got about half of his deck. Almost. That's a lot of bones. Only 1 pelt. I need the pelts. Okay, next time we'll grind harder. So I'm just leaving this stuff down here since technically our people hold this crap until the end step. So yeah, we did that. Put him away. Okay, and this train also goes back in the train deck. 21, that's great. Got 100 XP. Yeah, 100 XP and weapon proficiency. We are 1 away from mastering Fist and Tooth. And 1 more. Tiki hits age 2. So that's cool. Let's roll for age 2. Alright, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So improved reflexes 12. Permanent strength for Tiki. Her power grows stronger. And we want to heal and remove stuff. Heal and that, flip this, flip that, heal and reset. Now there's a couple more things going on. Okay, first of all, Hoarder Man is going to stash a resource. We're going to stash an acanthus. And he will gain 1 courage from doing that. How courageous of you to steal. Nina. Hoarder Girl, not Hoarder Man. I think that's the only thing that went down. Okay, and then we have 1, 2 tinkers, 3 tinkers, 3 tinkers. So we get the 4, and we get 3. So, update the timeline first. It is the Nemesis Kingsman. And then draw a settlement event. We have Elder Council. Alright. The elders are going to reminisce over our hard-won scars and count the total number of fun XP among everyone, add bonuses. We do not have any of those three, so no bonuses. But what we do have is 6, 9, 18, 19, 20, 21, 30, 31, 34. A lot. We have 34, 5, 6, 7. 37 hunt XP. Gordon is no longer skipping the next hunt. Alright, 37. -1 endeavor. One of the elders recalls a story about a bizarre lion it met on a dangerous hunt. The monster was mourning, and in its paw held a tattooed human hand. Add the Beast of Sorrow to your quarry list. You will find its rules on the Legendary Monster Story event page. You may now hunt this monster. Fantastic. We have unlocked the Beast of Sorrow, the greatest monster ever, because he gives you so much, and he's not difficult. Okay. And then there's one more thing that we have to do. Unfinished business from our favorite person. I don't remember where that is. The milestone? The milestone. The Hooded Knight is in town. Anyone has the Twilight Sword, they duel. We do. So, add 1 for each Twilight Sword weapon proficiency level. And roll D10. We have 4 on Lena. So, +4 to our dice result. We have an 8. See what happens. Gain 1 level of weapon proficiency, lose all survival. You cannot gain survival this settlement phase. The knight has unfinished business. So, she exhausted herself fighting the knight. Gained a weapon proficiency, and unfinished business is 4 years. 4 years from now. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Lantern year. Get away. Lantern year 13. Unfinished business. Alright, I'm gonna say thanks for watching. We'll do the settlement phase stuff at the start of the next video session, just because I have a lot to plan out. I don't know what I want to do. And I need to use the bathroom at the moment. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed Screaming Antelope. We're gonna fight a nemesis next time. Take care, everybody.